We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He's going to look for the home run ball.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He will go all the way. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing right away is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Into space at the 45. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points. Mahomes now to throw again. That one
to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. He is in. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to only about the 23. 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6. But he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes back. And he'll take it on in. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Patrick to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Pass complete, left side to Worthy. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. We are through one. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Throwing now, Mahomes. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They were stopped on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run with Pacheco. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Let's get a camera on this defensive coordinator, Mike. He's got to be fired up from what he sees from this defense. Huge stop there, no gain, forces a 4th down.
Now Mahomes. And this will pay off. It is caught. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. He'll drop the throw. That is intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Yellow. Watch out.
Throwing is Mahomes. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and long.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Yellow, yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
Throwing is Mahomes. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Here's Matt Ariza now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Hey, 43. Right down these two. Right down these two. 50, yellow, 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 yellow.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Come back. 15, 15. Hey, 57. Hey, Ripley, Ripley. Yellow. Watch out.
Here's Mahomes. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes. This one intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 15, 15, 15. Attack, attack. Watch out.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. the shotgun. It's Mahomes. And he's in. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are able to edge a bit closer. Halftime, coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Mahomes on 1st down. That one is complete to Hardman. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. All right, Coach, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the ref. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Hey, 43, yellow.
3rd and long for Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Right. Hey, 57. Attack. Hey, yellow, hey, go gun. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. Hey, 57. What's that?
Here's Mahomes. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Watson. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And this will be incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Hey, Ridley.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is caught in the end zone.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right away, they'll change the look. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And we will not have a run back here. Touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Hurts trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 53 yards. And the Eagles are back within a couple of the lead. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now here's Mahomes. And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
43!
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 74 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And this is going to be intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to change things up. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. In motion goes the tight end.
Hey, 73. Hey. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Got a man. It's Brown. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 2nd and 2. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
15. 15. Yellow.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
Yeah, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. He'll drop to throw. Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now Mahomes. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Hey, yellow, hey, go going. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. Hey, 57. 50, yellow.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 69 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Hey, 73. Delta.
Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And down here, 1st and goal, If it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. And it'll be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Hurts.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Leo Chanel able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that gets him back within 10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion left, Hardman. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And Hardman's going to pick up a Chiefs first down up near the 40-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 6. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That is caught. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd.